Hello Virgos, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Celeste Simone, and here on my channel I offer spiritual guidance to empower my celestial beings and heart-centered energy healing to help you align with your higher self. So if that is something that you might be interested in, please consider hitting that subscribe button and joining our family of celestial beings. For today's reading, we're going to dive into spirit messages for Virgos, sun, moon, and rising, but especially rising signs, just because those tend to be the most accurate for these kinds of readings. At least that's been my experience. If you have something that works best for you, you can go ahead and do that. Whatever you feel intuitively guided to do. I do have other zodiac readings, and I'll link the playlist on this video and down below so that you can check those out. And I will be continuing to do these types of readings as I kind of go through each of the zodiac signs. I'm always going to be tapping into timeless readings and messages from spirit. So if that sounds good to you, then keep on watching, give this video a big thumbs up, and let's dive into some decks. So I'm going to be shuffling and we'll see what messages Virgos need to hear right now. So just going to start with tarot cards first. Any messages that Virgos need to hear? Could be the energy currently surrounding you. It could be a message of guidance. Let's see what Spirit has to say. We're starting off with the Queen of Cups, and I will be reading these facing you. So we're starting with the Queen of Cups, Virgos. All right, so there's, all right, and we also have the Devil card, two major arcana cards right off the, oh, not two major. Two pretty big energy-wise cards, but not major arcana. Okay, but one major arcana with the Devil card, and we'll see what this energy means. Okay, Six of Cups. Let's pull a couple more cards for my Virgos. What else do they need to know? Wow, okay, we have Eight of Pentacles. We also have the Five of Swords. Although I feel as though that Five of Swords came out reversed, but we will read it intuitively either way. All right, let's start with this energy first, and then we can clarify some of the energy as well with some more cards. But what first came out together was the Queen of Cups, and right after it, the Devil card. So what I'm feeling for you, Virgos, is that you are really tapping into some deep energy, intuitive energy and guidance that is actually kind of helping you to unearth certain shadows that are coming up for you to transmute into high vibrational energy, for you to bring light to those shadows. You can see with the Queen of Cups that she holds her chalice, it's glowing, she holds it close to her heart. And that's because the Cups energy is inner emotion, deep wells of emotion with the Queen especially. She's very confident in her inner guidance and in her healing abilities and capabilities. So she's bringing in healing energy. So we're healing something related to this Devil energy. Now the Devil is Capricorn energy. It is very grounded, but it can tend to be more of the materialistic side of Earth energy, where we're getting caught up in something that is very, very material focus, right? So even though the Queen of Cups is present and her power is strong, there's still some aspects of this situation or the energy currently surrounding you that is trapping you and caging you. And it could be because there's a focus that is very much so on toxic tendencies or patterns. It could be that those toxicities in other people that you might be taking on as a healer, in all honesty too. If you are an energy healer, you may be holding on to some of these toxic energies. I feel with the Six of Cups that some of this healing and this growth that is happening to almost eradicate or heal the Devil energy. And Devil energy isn't bad. It teaches us all about how to both enjoy the luxuries of being in a 3D reality, you know, all the materialistic aspects of our reality can be enjoyed, but it can also kind of pull us under, you know, it can disconnect us from higher realms. And so if we get stuck in it, then it becomes more devil energy where we're kind of trapped in those patterns and we don't remember, or we forget that we are higher vibrational beings. So it's kind of a reminder to return back to the source energy. And I see with the Six of Cups too is also this reminder to return back to that childhood energy, that childlike wonder, the memories of what could be when you were a child. Those memories of, you know, anything being possible, that you were capable of anything, you know, that the world was your oyster. You are returning back to those energies as you kind of move through this devil energy and heal that. Because we go through the cards and life and the energy of the cards and their representations, we go through them like cycles. So when we're passing through devil energy, it is a reminder to kind of let go and surrender and release the expectations that we're holding on ourselves, the toxic energy that maybe has kind of gotten back into our auric field somehow or another, you know, and it's gotten trapped within us. And now we're being reminded, okay, it's time for a cleanse. It's time for a reset. Yes. So, and with the Five of Swords as well, I am seeing that this can also be the toxic people around you that have influenced or triggered old PTSD, even old trauma, being triggered by other people, and now needing to kind of come at it from this higher level awareness as the Queen of Cups and allow it to kind of just wash through you or wash over you. You know, the Queen of Cups, she is in control of her emotions, and she is in a presence state of awareness when it comes to her emotions. So she is very comfortable with them. She's not afraid of them. She doesn't let them overpower her, but she also does not block them out. And that's what she brings to the table. That's the energy that she represents here, is the ability within you to work through this energy and stand in your power with this energy. And not lose hope, not lose that childlike wonder or hope that, you know, is within you still. So finally with the Eight of Pentacles, and it's interesting that, you know, these two did end up together, is that the Eight of Pentacles is all about kind of continuing forward, step by step, putting the pieces of the puzzle together, taking those actions in a methodical way, but not in an aggressive way, and not getting ahead of yourself either. You know, taking enjoyment in the step-by-step goals that you have, or your daily goals, and enjoying the process of things versus maybe putting the pressure on yourself to have everything figured out, or to be maybe overly obsessed with working too hard, pushing yourself. And then by pushing ourselves, we then cause ourselves to have unhealthy coping mechanisms in order to, you know, basically numb ourselves so that we can kind of keep forgetting that our intuition is saying, hey, slow down, or this isn't right for us. Instead, we find coping mechanisms to ignore that, which could be, you know, working too hard, or other things like drinking, you know, numbing ourselves to an extent that is unhealthy, where we then find that, you know, it affects our relationships, or it can be triggered by relationships, as I mentioned before. So this is an energy here of reminding you to allow yourself the time to not maybe even like overly focus on the physical reality. Okay, so you may be very hyper focused right now on things around you, and that's a really good time if it gets to this point where it feels like you just cannot even like handle another thing. That's when you return back to the Queen of Cups energy, or hopefully before it gets to that extent, you know. So if you are starting to feel this energy starting to creep in of the Capricorn energy, which isn't all Capricorn, but you know, this kind of like very focused on earthly material gain. If it gets too much for you, you know, it's important to return back to the Queen of Cups, which is going back within yourself. And remember that your value is inherent within you. It's not about what you do or what you accomplish. It is about your energy. I mean, she's at the very center of this. She's like glowing in your reading. And you know this already. You know in your heart of hearts, you are connected. You know your intuition is spot on. And you know also that she's here, her energy here, like calling her energy in, is bringing in that inner love that the universe, that spirit has for you, regardless of what you're doing, regardless of kind of what appears to be a success or a failure. This is the love from within. I'm also getting the sense too, there's even for many of you Virgos watching this, there's some kind of female deity who watches over you, who guides you, and who is sending her love to you as well. And she's a strong energy. I'm also sensing that from the Queen of Cups. It's just, she's like a force to be reckoned with, and she does not mess around with this feeling of stuck or even, like, it's like she has no time for this feeling of trapped, because the obstacles in her way are not going to slow her down. That's what she wants. That's the message that she's kind of bringing through, is that the obstacles that are in your way are not a reason to stop or a reason to, turn that hatred or that anger or that frustration back onto yourself, but instead to go with the flow and continue forward. So, wow, that was that was a long-winded tarot reading aspect of this reading, but I hope these messages are helpful. I hope that these are some, some guidance coming through that can help moving forward. So let's continue, because we are going to pull oracle cards as well. Let's see what other messages the oracle cards have for my Virgos, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Okay, we have, well, that was a little more than we needed. Let's pull just one at a time. Wow, they keep coming out as 3 at a time. So I'm not going to ignore that. Let's take it. 3. We have gratitude, and I'm going to read them one at a time. Gratitude, be grateful for abundance. Live in appreciation for what you have, and more good things will come. Right over the devil energy there. Pilgrimage, you are on a journey to your own greatness. Your soul is longing to find the way. Only you can choose your path. And then we have clarity. Banish the fog of illusion. Open your eyes to the truth. Remember the perfection of who you are. Remembering the perfection of who you are, recognizing that this is a journey. This is a journey. This isn't going to happen overnight. And sometimes we get caught in the final destination of things because we feel like, once we get there, once we reach that final destination, all of a sudden all our problems are going to be solved, or like all of a sudden then we'll feel loved, or we'll feel fulfilled, and we'll be done, and we'll feel complete. But life is a journey, it's never over. And it's just kind of, you constantly we just choose our paths, we just constantly choose one path after the other, and sometimes it changes and sometimes it ebbs and flows, but choosing your path from your soul level is going to be your greatest clarity. That's where your clarity is going to come from, is from this place of remembering the perfection of who you are, which is what the Queen of Cups is all about, what she's trying to remind you of. Especially remembering from childhood, remembering when you did not see yourself as, as there being anything wrong. You were perfection. So remembering that time in your life clears away this illusion or this confusion that you're stuck, that you're unworthy, ridding those thoughts from your mind. Because that's what the devil does, is we feel inadequate, or we feel like we're not good enough because there's more. The grass is always greener. The devil always kind of like, as like a metaphor, the devil kind of whispers in our ear, like, we want more, we want more. And then we forget to be grateful for what we already have. And I'm not saying that you aren't grateful for what you have, but sometimes when we kind of get caught up in, being so hard on ourselves, we forget to put our energy towards being grateful for the abundance that we do have. We all get into that mindset, where we think we just haven't done enough, or we're not good enough, instead of finding ways about or aspects of our lives currently that are very abundant and that we do appreciate now. So, and it says more good things will come the more you focus on that gratitude, that energy of gratitude, right? So we do have to be, we have to be in the right place when we focus on gratitude, because sometimes we feel like the whole gratitude aspect, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes that energy of like, you should be grateful can be like a triggering energy. If someone kind of says, well, why aren't you grateful for what you have? It feels more like coming from like an energy of shame. Not for everybody, but I know that can trip us up sometimes for some of us who have maybe kind of grown up being told like, you should be more grateful. So then we feel like we have to shame ourselves into gratitude. So just be sure that's coming from a place of, you know what, I'm really happy about this. I am really grateful for this. So that's just more of an energy that you'll have to find within yourself and know intuitively when you've found it and when you feel aligned with your path. All right, so let's see. We're gonna pull more cards. What else do the Virgos need to know right now? Sun, Moon, and Rising. What other messages? Am I missing any messages? What else should come through for Virgos? Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see what messages does Spirit have today. And this is a timeless reading, so whenever you're getting these messages is right when you need them. We have finding. So this is, there's something you're searching for. There's something you're just searching for and seeking. And you may be finding that lately you've been seeking for it externally. And this is a reminder that what you seek must first be found within. And I don't know if you can tell, but in this image, the woman is actually clutching herself. She's clutching her heart, and there's light kind of emanating from her heart, which we mentioned earlier with the Queen of Cups, where her cup is right around her heart. So just remember that what you are searching for, you already have within yourself. And the more you're able to claim that, taking just moments out of your day to remember, to come back to the present moment, remember that you already can claim that within yourself. Then remember, good things will come. We have inspiration. Wow, another image of just like this heart energy. She's emanating. So I feel as though the inspiration you seek, the clarity you seek, is coming from your own inner guidance. And Virgos, I know you are an intuitive sign. I know that you guys have very, very common for Virgos to have psychic abilities. So there's no doubt that you are connected to spirit and that you can find this within yourself, this inner inspiration. Maybe you have lost inspiration with what you've been doing. Maybe it's just become, oh, that's funny too. Clarity came up. And let's look at closure too. Wow, there's a lot for you guys that fell out, but I feel like these are all important messages here. All right, but like I was saying, maybe you are finding that you've lost inspiration in what you've been doing or what you've been seeking. You feel like you're still trying to find yourself. And I feel as though it's not so much of a finding yourself externally as it is returning back to yourself. Remembering the perfection of who you are. And that's what I feel. That's why I'm pointing to the Six of Cups, because the Six of Cups is all about our childhood memories, our childhood connections, and, childhood interactions, things like that. So I feel as though with this, it's a remembering, it's rediscovering the empowerment within yourself that you always had. And through this is, when I saw closure and walking away, I really felt with the Devil card that there's some closure that is needed. Maybe there's been things in your life that you have been avoiding. I mentioned, finding unhealthy coping mechanisms, trying to kind of work through things rather than facing them head on, just because we get caught up in the day to day and just trying to kind of get through and survive. So I feel as though this whole process of rediscovering yourself, remembering who you are, remembering yourself as a child, going back to that energy and that time in your life is going to be really, really empowering for this group, for Virgos, okay? I'm really feeling that strongly. Let's finish up with a few more tarot cards to get you guys as many messages as possible. Okay, let's see. We have it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. Let's see what else we have. What other advice do you have for Virgos currently? Spirit, give us more advice. And look at the bigger picture. So the bigger picture is that's the higher perspective, right? Instead of getting caught up in the details, instead of getting caught up in the semantics, you know, that can drive us crazy of like, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? Or maybe not even wanting to think about it because it just makes you feel, you know, anxiety. But it's time to take action from a place of a bigger picture, like a perspective of a bigger picture. And through this action, Virgos, I do feel that it's coming from your higher self and from a higher source. So if you've been kind of feeling off, I feel as, you know, off or maybe just like unsure of kind of what to do next, I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles, this is the action coming through. And the action we mentioned before was this kind of like slow and steady energy of don't slow down, don't stop, don't give up, keep going. Don't lose sight of the action, you know, the work that you've accomplished and that you're accomplishing now. So it's not a time to slow down or stop, but see the bigger picture, see how far you really have come. Remember how we mentioned before, this is a journey. And even though, you know, we can get so focused on the outcome, the importance here is to remember that it is a journey, either an inner journey or, you know, the external journey as well. But seeing the bigger picture of how far you really have come, you know, how far and how much you've already done to get to where you are right now. And we talk about remembering our childhood because, but you're not going back, right? Like you're remembering your childhood from a place of even deeper understanding, and that even gives you like a bigger picture. So this is super exciting. Let's pull one more card for Virgos. All right, I hope you're enjoying this. If you do enjoy this reading, if you haven't enjoyed it so far, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. And I would love it if you feel guided to hit that subscribe button and join our family. All right, we have Seek Beauty. I love this card. And I do want to pull up like gratitude again, because I'm getting kind of the connection here with Seek Beauty in that when you are looking for things to be grateful for, you're seeking the beauty in things, you know? And also we're seeing finding, right? Trying to find the beauty again, trying to rediscover the beauty in yourself, the beauty of your surroundings, of how far you have come, of the bigger picture that you've created for yourself. You know, where you were at a year ago versus now, or 5 years ago versus now. Seeking the beauty in what you have done is already instantly, like you are going to change your energy instantly by doing this, by practicing this. You're going to raise your vibration and you're going to start attracting higher vibrational situations. So remember to seek the beauty in what you have already created for yourself. That's where we're finding gratitude. And we also have be in service. I do see your path leading to you being in service to others or finding fulfillment in something that you are going to be able to do for somebody else as well. Maybe this is going to be with younger children, a group of younger children. Maybe you're a teacher, or maybe you're going to be a mentor, and you're going to find that the lessons that you learned can now help others, can now influence. And maybe it may not be like this huge group of people, you know, it may be people who really respect you and just the people closest to you who care about you, who you're able to be of service to them. All right, let's see the final card here. We have be spontaneous. Interesting. So there's both an energy here of like focusing on gratitude and reconnecting with your childlike spirit, while also like taking a spontaneous action and being ready for something exciting. Maybe there's almost like a feeling of, as we said before, I kind of mentioned like how you might feel stuck or you might feel like uninspired. So Spirit is kind of saying, hey, maybe you just want to be spontaneous and shift your energy into just something fun and playful. You know, finding the beauty in something, maybe just being spontaneous and just driving to a beautiful spot near you that you've never been to before, and just like appreciating the beauty of nature or the excitement of something new. Maybe seeing a show, you know, like a live show or something that you enjoy and you just haven't really given yourself time to do that lately. Be spontaneous and treat yourself to something where you can just kind of like bask in the beauty of life and rediscover that inspiration, right? Like rediscover the things that make you happy, make your heart sing, bring you so much joy, you know, make you feel like a playful kid again. And remind yourself of how grateful you are for those things, for the ability to experience those things in life again. And I think from there, you're going to start opening up this kind of portal of clarity, which you did get clarity twice here. So this is opening up for you a clearer understanding. And remember, you know, remember the perfection of who you are. I just keep going back to that energy of like, through remembering, you're bringing about clarity for yourself. Okay, Virgos, wow, that was such a great reading. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. I really, truly hope that you enjoyed these messages. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below. Let me know your thoughts, maybe your favorite card from this reading or what message really stood out to you. I would love to have a chat with you in the comments down below. And if you haven't done so already, if you haven't subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button because I'll have a lot more readings just like this one on the way. And lastly, if you do want to get in touch with me, if you'd like support on your own spiritual journey, or you would like a private reading from me, you can find my links down in the description box below. But that's going to do it for this reading. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now.